Hey everybody, it's me again. It is still Wednesday, March 17, 2021. I just did the baddest thing. Oh my. You know, some of you watch my devotionals, and if you do, you know Jerry's brother's coming. He should be here any minute. He's supposed to be here at 5. It's 10 till 5. So I told Jerry, I said, I need to go to the grocery store with you so I can buy all this stuff to feed your brother with. So we went to town today. And first I did real good. We went to Arby's and they have their fish sandwich. Jerry and I love the fish sandwich at Arby's. So we had our fish sandwich, some iced tea and some of their weird little fries. And Jerry had a cherry turnover. And I said, oh, I can't have that. I'm on a diet. So he said, well, I'm going to have one anyway. So I said, okay, there's a pin underneath this, y'all. Let me get it before I forget. I can feel it with my fingers. Yep, sure enough, there it is. Okay. Still got my new quilt on the bed here. Waiting for Jeffrey to come show me how to quilt it. So anyway, I did real good at Arby's. I shouldn't have had the fries. I didn't eat all of them. I just ate some of them. So then we went to these 3 different stores looking for light bulbs for Jerry's barn. The electrician finally showed up. We've been waiting for him for 2 years. Finally showed up and found out that the last electrician that came put the wrong light in, and the wrong light messed up the ballast, and so it was just a big disaster. So we had to go find the right light, and this is a real strange light that's way up on the ceiling in Jerry's barn. It's huge, and it like lasts for 20 years. So anyway, we had to go to 3 different places for that. And then we went to Brahms to get some groceries, and the wind was 35 miles an hour. Unbelievably windy. So windy you had to hold your door or it would just rip out of your hand and hit the car next to you. That kind of wind. So we decided to go to Brahms and parked away from all the other cars. And so we got lettuce and milk and stuff like that. But then we left there and Jerry said, Joy, it is so windy. I just hate to go park at Walmart. And I said, I agree, because you know, we just went and got my car fixed because we were out several months ago and some lady whacked my car because the wind grabbed her car door and smashed my door with it. So we just got that fixed. I don't know how much it was, but it was a lot. So anyway, we were at Brahms. Well, Brahms is an ice cream store. And so then I thought, well, I want some ice cream. The only thing is I don't like ice cream at Brahms. Number one, it's always so dirty in our Brahms. Some Brahms are clean, this one's not. It's always nasty and the people aren't friendly there. So I told Jerry I wanted to go to Freddy's, which was, you know, half a mile down the road the other way. So he took me to Freddy's and I was just going to get a 1-dip little vanilla cone. I ended up with a regular size strawberry shake. So that's probably why. Sugar and caffeine, boy, they just send me through the roof. So I am going to do my exercises. I'm going to do my Shelly exercises. I've got to cook. Now, when Jerry's brother's here, I cook every night and I cook a meal. So that's not going to help my situation either. But anyway, it is what it is, one day at a time. So I got some more fabric. I've already taken all the stickers off. I've already washed all of it. So I'm just going to show it to you. A couple of you have asked me, what do you do with border fabric? What do you do with panels? Well, I've never bought a panel fabric. Yes, I did. I have bought a panel fabric before. And I made something with it, but I don't remember what it was. So, recently, Mart Fabric had their usual 65% off, which just grabs me and pulls me in so hard. And I'm going, no, I can't. And it's just pulls you and it pulls you and it pulls you and it pulls you. And then you start making up excuses why, oh, this is totally different fabric than anything I have and it won't be on sale again. If I don't buy it right this minute, it's going to be gone. So this is actually for all of you. See, that's the reason it's for you that I bought all this border fabric. Now, I don't have the stickers on it anymore, but it's all ITY knit. And if you go to, they still got it, I just saw it a while ago. If you go to fabrics.com, not Fabric Marts, it's one Mart, Fabric Mart, Fabrics, 2 fabrics, 1 Mart, 2 fabrics, fabricmartfabrics.com, you can find these there. You don't need me to tell you what they are. So this is one of them, and it's not even a border. Is it a border? It's not a border, but it's a very strange. It's very strange. You can see how strange it is. Can you see the strangeness thereof? So, I don't know how I will arrange this on my body. I'm probably going to make a dress out of it. But I thought the colors in it were really pretty. It's really pretty light turquoise blue and a royal blue and a pink and a lime green and black. I just like it very much. And white. So this one's not really a border, but with all of these diagonal stripes, it looks like it's a border almost, doesn't it? Okay, so it's all washed. And oh my goodness, do these things run. Woo, these dark ones. Now, let me see if this one is a border. Now this one is very beautiful in real life. I'm not sure how pretty it will be online. But it's got this very unusual color of a border, and it's like, what'd they put that color on there for? But that color is actually all through this print. Now, let me tell you this. First of all, you can make a garment out of this easily and never touch the borders at all. If you don't want to use the borders, don't use them. But what I would do is I would try to make a cowl and maybe cowl the border part. Although in this instance, it's a very thin piece. If it's a straight line, it's going to be like a band around the widest part of you. So you don't want it around your belly, you don't want it around your hips. I would suggest putting it up at your shoulders. Unless you're like Viv. Viv has wonderful shoulders. Viv's the opposite shape of me. For us to look alike, you would have to, let me see, how would that work? You'd have to stand me upside down next to her. Because she's really, really narrow in the hips and her legs, and she's got broad shoulders that I just love. And so she's a triangle from the top down. I'm a triangle from the bottom up. Does that make sense? So I need the width up here at my shoulders. Viv, on the other hand, can use the width at her hips, and it would look wonderful down there because she's so tiny through the hips, and she has zero belly. Okay. I know. How can you be friends with somebody like that? He's had 3 kids and doesn't even have a belly. Oh, but this is lovely. Now this one is very pretty. This one has the prettiest yellow roses. You know how I love roses. Look at these gorgeous roses. And then it has an unusual border, but it's a very straight line again. Now listen, let me tell you something else you can do with borders. You don't have to cut the fabric out so the border goes around you. You can cut the fabric out so the border goes up and down on you. See? So you could have the border on the side of you and the print in the middle. You can do it that way. And you can just take your pattern. One thing you will need to do when you're using a border is you will need to have a whole front cut out. Not just half a front that you place on the fold. You will need a whole front cut out where you can just lay it down and place it on here exactly where you want that border to be. Okay? It can go up and down, it can go sideways, it can go diagonal, because this is a knit. Alright? And this is a really, really pretty one. Oh, I decided I need a whole bunch of new knit tops in my closet. I've worn the same ones over and over and over again. Alright, now is this a border? Yes, this is another border. See how many I bought just for you? Aren't I nice? This one's wider. I think I could use this for the cowl on this one. Oh, is that luscious? Isn't that luscious? Oh, beautiful. Now sometimes there's a border on just one side. Sometimes there's a border on 2 sides. Sometimes the border on one side is different than the border on the other side. Usually they're the same. Okay? So that's a gorgeous one. Let me see, is this a border? What's this one do? Now I hardly ever sew with stripes. This is just a stripe. So again, you can cut this so your garment goes this way, or you can cut it so it goes diagonally, diagonal duty, or you can cut it so it goes straight. You can arrange it however you want it. Yeah, that one's really different, isn't it? Very nice. I think a lot of these are still available. This is a really cute border on this one. This is what started me. This is what caught my attention and pulled me in, was this one. Because I thought the pink on the side of this was so cute. See the pink? It's all navy blue and white. And then you put this pink and white up by your face. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. I don't have a mirror. I think I'm going to make this one first because it is just the cutest thing, and it's the one that really attracted me. You know, that's what happens. You get attracted by one and you think, well, I've got to pay $9.99 shipping. I can't order just one thing. That would just waste the shipping. Because you can order 500 yards and it's still $9.99 for the freight. So this one's not a border either, but I thought it was super cute for spring. It's quite bright, white with pretty flowers, and lots of fun colors. So I really like that one. Okay, now I have something I want to tell you. Stay with me, I'll be right back. Okay, I made a sign. Can you see my sign? Here's my sign. It's caving in. Let me hold it up so you can write this down. This is my sign. Okay? Okay, you can write that down, pause me, write it down, or go back to it later. However you want to do it. But the thing is, I was in my bed last night looking at my YouTube television, as I always do. And I didn't search for this or anything. It just came up. It was fascinating. Fascinating. It was so fascinating that I was telling Jerry about it and he said, I want to watch that. So we'll probably watch it again tonight. Maybe all of you have already seen it and I'm like the last to arrive. But if you haven't, I tell you what, I have a completely, totally different appreciation for fabric. I am just shocked that it's not $300 an inch. I'm telling you, the prices we pay for this, $350, $450 a yard, it's nothing. You should see. Well, watch this. Watch this video. It is just amazing. Amazing. What it is it tells you how the cotton comes from the field. Here it is, all these clumps and miles and big old buckets of cotton. And then it tells you how they process the cotton and how they turn it into fibers, and then how they make the fibers turn into fabric, and then what they do with that fabric. They do so many things with that fabric before it ever gets to the point where it's going to be dyed. They do so many things with that fabric. I was in shock. One of the places that they had it was so full of fumes and fog and chemicals. I was surprised there weren't people just dropped dead all over the floor in that place. China, of course. But it shows the entire process. Getting the cotton into the yardage, then getting the yardage, which is called gray, I think they said gray goods, into this factory. And then it shows what the factory has to do. You just can't even imagine how many steps there are and the phenomenal machinery to get it ready to be dyed. Then it shows you how they put the dye on it. I just watched it with my mouth hanging open. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Jerry. Oh my gosh, Jerry, you should come see this. Oh my gosh, you won't believe this, Jerry. Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. Jerry finally, he said, what on earth are you watching? Watch it. You will have a whole new, I often have wondered, how can they come out with all of these thousands of different designs? I mean, the yardage, just 4 yards of it, just 2 yards of it. It's like, how do they come out with all these different colors, all these different patterns, all these different designs, all these other types of fabric? I'm telling you what, there are things going on in this world that are super miracles we don't even know about. All right? So, if you're at all interested, even if you aren't, even if you're a man, turn it on and see if you don't just want to keep watching it. I couldn't quit watching it. I was totally, totally enthralled with it. The channel is called Avalyn, A-V-L-Y-N, Avalyn Fabrics. YouTube. The title is Printed Fabric Production. Oh, I honestly I'm going to watch it again tonight. It was that interesting. Or maybe I'll find another one that is a different factory or something. I don't know. It's just, wow. Wow. Do I ever love my fabric even more. Did y'all watch Micheline? Micheline, Michou makes, M-I-C-H-O-U makes. I know a lot of you watch her too. Somebody gifted her some fabric. They gifted her more fabric than this. More fabric than this. Sent it to her in a big box. Beautiful fabrics. Some of them I have. Some of them I've made things of. They're hanging in my closet. Some of them I know they came from Fabric Mart because they had the little sticker on it. Somebody named Renee. I don't know if Renee watches me or not, but hey, what a lovely, lovely thing you did. I'm going to be doing that one of these days. One of these days, when I decide maybe I'm just too old to sew anymore, I'm going to find out somebody that can't afford the fabric, somebody doesn't have a sewing machine, and I'll be giving all my stuff away. Oh, absolutely. I look forward to it. Okay, my friends, it is now 10 after 5, and our company is supposed to be here. So I better go downstairs and get ready for company, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.